Family and Finance Night. Welcome in, everyone. Let's see. Welcome in, everyone. Over 21 days, we've been talking about budgeting, investing, paying off debt, increasing income, ETF, real estate, and building wealth. And so that night is about looking back. It's about one question: what's your next move? What's your next move as a family? What's your next move? And tonight is family night, and we're going to be having panel session tonight where we're going to be talking about this whole thing how it relates to family. We have it on Sundays as Sunday special. So welcoming everyone. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm Doctor of Business and Technology. Help professional turn their income into real wealth. So good to have you. Tap out the live, invite your friends over, click on the follow button. And this is the $1,000,000 League. If you're just meeting me, I'm a doctor of business, not of medicine, and I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. Tonight is the family and finance night, and you'll be able to ask questions. We'll have a panel, and we have been on a 21 days journey. Can you imagine? 21 days of one single day towards financial freedom. The goal is towards financial freedom every single day. And we did it for 21 days from the 8th till the 28th. Can you imagine? Let's clap for ourselves for doing such an amazing job. Amazing job for the past 21 days, right? And if you were part of that challenge, put one in the comments. If you enjoyed the challenge, put one in the comment. Welcome in, everyone. Tonight is family and finance. I know that we have that there. Maybe I just even take it out. Yeah. Tonight is about family and finance. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. And we'll be having a panel, a Warisi, welcome in, digital, welcome in, money, welcome in, sharp, welcome in, talker, welcome in, Excel, welcome in. Let's tap out the live here. What we do is tap out the live, share out the live, click on the follow button if you are new here. And of course, invite your friends over. As a matter of fact, wait 2 minutes and see if you're finding value. Then make sure you smash this follow button and be a part of the community. This is the community of millionaires. If you want to get to become a millionaire, or you are already one in dollars, by the way, then you're in the right place. We use strategies, right? Solange, welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome in on the YT side. Welcome in. Make sure you click on that subscribe button. Welcome in, everyone. Tap out the live, share out the live. Once we get to 1,000 taps, we'll start the session. 1,000 taps will start the session. How are you? Tonight is about family and finance. Family and finance. And we'll be talking about things about the mistake that people make in terms of families. What issues do they have when it comes to money? We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about your retirement. Dude, how are you doing? We talk about retirement. We talk about your kids' finance. Yes. Should your kids have finances? We will talk about that as well. We'll talk about all of those issues. How are you doing? Make sure you click on the follow, subscribe button on the YouTube side. How are you all doing today? Let me know where you're connecting from. I am in Texas, in United States. Diofi, welcome in. Tanya, welcome in. And we'll talk about ETF. We'll talk about investments. We'll talk about retirement. We talk about kids and finance. We talk about family and money, right? You're from Ghana. How is Ghana today? Welcome in. Welcome in. And if you're just meeting me for the first time, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and of technology, and I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. Because guess what? This is not get rich quick scheme. This is, as a matter of fact, this is delayed gratification, not instant gratification. You're very welcome in. So you are the singer of the rock? No, I'm not. I'm a doctor of business. Yes, I'm a doctor of business. If you're just meeting me, I'm a serial investor. I'm a professor as well, and I just help people to turn their income into wealth. Because all that you do is take your income and your funds lifestyle. You're not going to gain financial freedom. But today is not even about that. We have been on a 21 days challenge every single day towards financial freedom. But today it's about family and finance. That issue that you have in marriage, one of the major issues that people have in marriage is money. Money matters. Money matters. Your family, are you guys investing as a family? Are you investing as an individual? Are you investing in retirement? Do you manage your Roth IRA? Do you have your ISA? Do you have your TFSA? Do you have all of that? As soon as we get to 10,000, 1,000 taps, we'll start to get class content. So for my YouTube side, make sure you let me know where you're connecting from, and click on the subscribe button. It's so good to have every one of us. So good to have every one of us. Invite, tap out your the live, invest in I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure, but so good to have you. Make sure you click on that follow button, subscribe button. Hey, Amalara, Long Ziga, Uncle Ray, and everyone, welcome in. Let's keep time. Once we get to 1,000 taps, we will start bringing people in. Today you can ask questions. We would ask, this is the only day you can actually request up and come up, and we'll bring you right up. Let me see if I can actually start. Let's start it up and have the panel. So if you want to, you just make sure you tap out the live. Make sure you click on the follow button, and this is for the TT side. Make sure you click on the follow button, as well as, let's say, okay, as well as click on the welcome. And she just joined the $1 million league. Welcome in, tap out the live, get to 1,000. We have been, if you are new here, we've been on a 21 days money reset. Every single day is supposed to help us to get to financial freedom. If you are just meeting me and you're wondering, who is this beautiful, eloquent lady? Yes, I know. I need to hype myself. Of course, you agree with me, right? You agree with me. She's beautiful. She's elegant. She's eloquent as well. I'm a doctor of business and technology. And you don't need to wait for anyone to tell you how beautiful you are. You don't need to wait for anyone to tell you how smart you are. You are, this is the best lecture of my, that's great. Oh, good to know. Make sure you click on the subscribe button. Is a good lecture of yourself. Make sure you look good for yourself. Add value to yourself. Know what you want. Don't wait for anyone. Well, that's on the side note. But today it's family and finance. Family and finance. So we're doing two things. Today is the last day of our 21 days of money reset. That's one. The second thing we're doing today is family and finance. So you can request up, and we'll bring you right up. And you can ask questions, get your daily at me as well. So for you to come up, you need to already, do you remember Emerson? How are you? So good to have you. So good to sing it. How are you doing? Welcome in. We will get it all started. So yeah, we'll get it all started. Make sure you click on the Make sure you click on the follow button. Make sure you click on the subscribe button. We'll get started as soon. Oh, I'm sorry. That you broke your arm. I hope you need to get a doctor. I'm not a doctor of medicine. I'm a doctor of business. You tell me. I'm a doctor of business and technology. So today we're going to be talking about family and finance, investing, retirement. So as soon as we get to 1,000 taps on the TikTok side, as soon as we get to 1,000 taps and we get to shares. So as you're coming in, get your share, power share, press the forehead and share with your friends and family. Tap out the live, tap it out, all right? Tap out the live, get it to 1,000 taps. Invite your friends over, click on the follow button. If you're new here, if your goal is to get to that $1 million status, then you are in the right place, right? I showed the strategy using ETF. I showed that how many days ago? Two days in a row, right? How you can use $27 to get to $1 million status, right? So if you're new here, you want to be back again, because we'll talk about that ETF. We talk about real estate, how you can buy 5 houses under 5 years, and of course get to that $1 million status. So quit thinking that, oh, it's impossible, right? Quit saying that. Don't be that, right? Because it happens. That's why some people in the middle class remain in middle class status, because you never believe. If somebody tells you this is the way, right, and the person says, oh, this can happen, welcome in. Just ask the person, how do we, the person says, okay, you can get to 1 million. You're arguing with the person. Why not ask the person, what's the way? What is the way? How? That's it. And then let the person prove it. Put the onus on the person to show it to you, right? Yeah. I say welcome in. Let's tap out the live. We got to 1,000 taps. Zingi, welcome in. If you want to be part of the panel, make sure you click on the follow button and get your daily at me, and we'll bring you right up. Today is family and finance. Family and finance. So we'll talk about the family, the money mistakes that happened in the family. We'll talk about investment. We'll talk about retirement. We'll talk about the kids' finance. Yeah, for all you. Hey, Sheun, thank you so much. Yeah, tap out the live and you if you request up if you want to come up. Okay, if you want to come up, request up right there. Let's see. Did you send a request so that I can bring you right up? Sheun, if you want to Omolara, if you want to also come up, let me know. Just send a request up to request. You see the two humans, the two little human image right here. And this is not for the YouTube side. YouTube side, just make sure you click on the subscribe button and just listen in. So you'd see it. Shion, I sent you an invite. AR Goddess, welcome in. Queenie, welcome in. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it to 2,000 taps and we'll get it started. Over the past 21 days, we have talked about budgeting. We've talked about investing, paying off debt, increasing income, ETFs, real estate, and building wealth in general. And it is most important that we incorporate this in the family. We incorporate this in the family, okay? So everyone that was a part of that journey, this is for you. Congratulations. Super proud of each and every one of us. But guess what? We're going to be looking back. We've looked back. If we're going to be looking back. And guess what? One question is, what's your next wealth move? What is your next wealth move? Now you've gone, you're already being enabled. Maybe you never knew about ETS before. You never knew about the rule of 72 before. You never knew about how to buy properties before. Now you know, right? Now you know it. So what is your next wealth move? That's part of the showing. Iselin, I would send you a request and let's power share. Can we share the live? For everyone here, let's share out the live so that we can get some more people and we don't get, let's share. Press my forehead on the screen and you'll see your contacts. Share it out with them. And if you're new here, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology, and I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. So if your goal is to, turn your income, right, into real wealth, then you are in the right place. Thank you all for tapping out the live, sharing out the live as well. Sharon, I invited you up as well. So let's see. If you want to be invited up, make sure you click the invite button. Click on that invite button, right? And of course, get your daily at me. Tap out the live. Make sure you click on the follow button as well. So today you can also ask question. One of the financial habits that changed my life. This is the mistake that, a lot of people, it's understanding, let's see. So if you want to come up, request up, we'll start up we'll start up shortly, we'll start up. Yeah. One of the things that we talk about here, we talk about ETFs. Do you know about ETF? ETF, because you want to do it in your family. Right? You want to execute it as family because today we are doing two things, family and finance, right? Family and finance. And I want you to put in the comment, do you do joint accounts for those that are married? Do you do joint accounts or do you do individual account? Put in the comment. Joint account, put 1. Individual account, put 2. Joint account, put 1. Do you do joint account or do you do individual account? Because you want to be able to execute all of the things that we have learned either on ETF side, because you want to be able to execute it in the family space. Remember, we are building generational wealth. So I'm very big on family. I talk about scholarship. I talk about all of those kind of things, right? I talk about all of those kind of things. Do you do joint account or do you do individual account? Joint account, put 1, individual account, put 2. And Singy, how are you? Can you unmute yourself? How are you? Zingy?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Hello, so good to have you. It's so good to have you. Thank you for being here. Do you have any questions at all before as we're getting started? Sheon, you said 2. Okay. Do you do joint account or do you do individual? Or are you married?
Oh, personally, I'm a student.
Oh, you're a student. Okay, I see. All right. Okay, that's fine as well. So you will be on the kid side.
Yeah.
Awesome. But that's we're going to be talking about that right here as well. So you would see it's going to also be beneficial to you one way or the other. But so good. So let's keep tapping out the live. Or do you have any specific question? Or you just it's okay to also be on the panel. That's great. All right. So So the thing about it is, in the 21 days, were you a part of the 21 days challenge? Sheon, I'm inviting you up. Okay, Sheon?
No, please.
Oh, you did not. Okay, all right, that's fine. So for those that missed it, I know that a lot of people still want to join the challenge again, and I plan to start it over in July. You don't want to miss it again. We're gonna do it one more time. But this time I think we'll just do 31 days. We've talked about things around understanding your net worth, things about budgeting. We talk about things about investing. Investing in ETF, investing in real estate, paying off debt. So if you have issues with debt payoff, using the avalanche method, using the what's it called, snowball method, all of those kind of things, increasing income, ETFs, exchange traded funds, right, real estate, those are things that we talked about, building wealth in general. But the question now is, what's your next wealth move? What is your next wealth move, either as a family or as an individual? How are you doing on the YouTube side? Make sure you click on the follow button. Make sure you click on the subscribe button, and welcome in everyone. Princess, welcome in. Mosaic, welcome in. So what's one financial habit that changed your life, right? One of the financial habit that changed my life, number one, was ability to stop saving. I stopped saving. That was one thing that changed my life. I stopped saving, right? Why did I stop saving? The reason why I stopped saving is that I understood that when I put my money in the bank, I realized that it wasn't growing money. As a matter of fact, I had money in Chase, right? I had money in Chase, and I realized that my money wasn't growing. As a matter of fact, it was there. It's just like you put $100,000 and it's there for 2 years, and all that you got back was like $5, right? And then that was like a turning point. That this doesn't really make sense. So, and that's one of the things that changed everything for me. But the other part of it is that starting my career as an individual, I started my career and I started doing stock option, right? My HR, luckily we had something called, in Procter and Gamble, we had something called stock option, whereby, you contribute, when you buy the stock of the company, they double it for you. And that's exactly what I did. I got the 12% and the company was matching up to 12%. And that was the journey of my investing. This is 2 decades ago. So as an individual, like Singe or any other person, as an individual, the first thing first that you want to do is starting out your career. And I'm going to draw this up. Starting out your career, you want to start with, number one, you want to start with your income. Number two, right? It's going to translate, you're going to save as much as possible. And I did not plan to teach today, but I think people are more interested. Do you want me to teach? If you want me to teach, put one. Or do we want us to just have conversation whereby I bring people on the panel, right? You want me to teach, or you want me to, which one? Put in the comment. Today, I cannot plan to teach. The plan is to, oh my goodness, teach. Okay, all right. Yeah, but okay, come up on the panel. All right, so okay, teach. All right, I will teach. I teach from Monday through Saturday. And I was thinking that I'm not going to be teaching today. Okay, but I will teach, but it's okay. Sheon, if you want to also, yeah, if you want to invite yourself over, just stay on the panel so the box is not just empty. Let's do that. Yeah, we're just going to do family and finance today. And if anybody wants to come up, just make sure you have clicked on the follow button. Welcome in. This is the community of millionaires. This is the $1 million league. And if your goal is to get to that $1 million status, then make sure you click on the follow button. With use, we do not do get rich quick scheme. We don't follow hypes. We are moderate investors, right? We are moderate long-term investor. We allowed compound interest to do the job. We allowed cash flow. We are heavy on cash flow, using things like real estate, using things like businesses, right? And using like things like ETF to get some, compound investing long term so that we can start building. That's how we build wealth. So when it comes to children, so three things, when it comes to children, if you have kids, since today is family and finance, I'm going to be talking about that. So let me just teach them, since I think a lot of people want me to teach income. So it starts with your income. So the next thing that you want to do is, let's say, like my friend Zenge is still in school. The minute you graduate, like the first thing you want to do is to ensure that you save. And let's keep tapping out the live. Let's share out the live as well. Can we power share? Press my forehead on the screen and invite your friends over. And today as well, if we can use the opportunity to, if you have questions, specific question, request up, and I'll make sure I'll try to answer your question. Today is just the opportunity. Typically people would be requesting during the week, and I don't do that when I'm teaching. So it starts with your income. I talk about the four pillars of wealth that I taught, that I in our wealth building curriculum. It starts with your income. So never despise this, your income. The next thing is, you take your income and you put some of them away in something called assets. So what are assets? There are different types of assets that you can have, different kinds of assets. Assets like in the stock market, or you have it in businesses, or you have it in real estate. Those are the three assets that I focus on, right? It's stocks, businesses, and real estate. Those are the three. Why is this three very important? This is the $1 million league. Hey, Richie, welcome to the family. Yeah, welcome to the family. So these are three. Those are three. I call it my thrills, right? I call it my thrills. Those are the three places where you put money. Guess what? If you take your income, one of the things, let's say, one of the mistakes that you can make, right? If you want to gain financial freedom, there are two ways to this world, right? The two ways is, number one, some people, they tell us what? They tell us, go to school, get a job. When you do go to school, get a job and fund lifestyle, what's going to happen? You're going to start, you get paycheck, but it will end in paycheck to paycheck. That's all that you do. Paycheck to paycheck, that's all you do without your money. Paycheck to paycheck. But then to be able to transition from your income, Sammy, welcome in, user, welcome in, Adiko, welcome in. For you to be able to transition, right, from here, from just paycheck, rat race, you have to follow this. This has to be in the equation. Asset has to be in the equation. So if you want your income, you have to have asset. So you see, this is really the flow. Let's see, what do we have on this back? This is really the flow. Let me use this board. So we can, since I'm already going the reteaching route, I do not want to do that. I do not want to do that. Let me change the board then, since I did not plan to teach today, but I guess it's going to be teaching. Welcome everyone. Tap out the live, share out the live, invite your friends over. I'm just trying to get the screen, so to make it a full screen. Uh-oh. I am trying to get this off the screen. Give me 1 second. I told you I'm just a teacher. All those things are not my expertise. Yeah, let's keep our sharing. Hopefully I'm going to get it shortly. All right, now we're talking. Now we're back on track. All right. We're back on track. So let's power share. Let's keep inviting our friends over. Yeah. I guess I'm going to teach, but if anybody has any questions, feel free. I'd allow people to come up on the panel today. If you have any questions, it's also family and finance night. And we are doing the wrap for the 21 days of money reset. Yeah, awesome. So, like it was, what was the discussion? So, this is the flow of you want to gain financial freedom. Let's talk about financial freedom. Remember, financial freedom is the goal. Financial freedom is actually the goal. So, financial freedom, that's the goal. That is the goal. Every other thing is secondary, right? Every other thing is secondary. Whatever. Hey, welcome on the YouTube side. Make sure you click on the subscribe button. So good to have you. And on the TikTok side, welcome everyone. I'm Dr. Lina. Make sure you click on the follow button if you'll be sitting there for more than a minute or two. We talk about investing. We talk about how to gain financial freedom. If you, this is the antidote, right? So the thing about it is that whenever we're talking about financial freedom, financial freedom simply means ability to live life at your own terms. So it simply means that, why am I so far away? It simply means that you are working, but it's all about investing. Yes, exactly. It's all about investing. Make sure you welcome in Danny, right? So it's all about investing and, of course, putting your money in the right places. It's not just investing in the right places. That's the most important thing. So financial freedom is living life at your own terms. So not trading your time for money. That's it. Basically, not trading your time for money. So I mean, I tell you, I'm not one of those coaches that tells you, you know what, leave your job. Your job is this, that. I tell you, don't. It's okay for them to discuss that, but do not listen totally, because your income is very, very crucial. Your income is your wealth engine. Like, and it's not your wealth engine, it's a tool. Your income is the first step to wealth building. So except you won a jackpot, or you are a trust kid in terms of you got an inheritance, where is your wealth building? Where's your wealth going to come from? What's going to start up what's going to be the foundation of your wealth? It's your income. So number one thing first thing first is your income. Welcoming everyone. Make sure you click on that follow button. Welcome. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology, helping professionals turn their income into real wealth. I mean, day job is a vice president of technology, but I'm also a professor teaching AI cybersecurity, but a serial investor investing for 2 decades at this point, with double-digit real estate portfolio and also investing in the stock market. So I'm just sharing my knowledge with you so that you can achieve the same thing. Real Pally, Mr. Search, everyone, welcome in. Tap out the live, invite your friends over, and once you've been seated here for 2 minutes, it means that you found value. Make sure you click on the follow button. Don't leave without clicking that follow button, because you don't want to miss this. This is actually life changing. This is the $1 Million League, the community of millionaires. If you want to get to that $1 million status in 10 years or less, I can show it to you under 2 minutes. It is not risky play. This is about long-term investing, compound interest, and of course, compound interest and long-term investing. We're moderate risk investors. So if that sounds like what you are looking for, then make sure you click on the follow button, share out the live, tap out the live, get your daily admin. Thank you all for doing that. Awesome. And also on the YouTube side, make sure you click on the subscribe button. So financial freedom, that's the goal. Money is just a tool. Money is just a tool. Money is a tool. So, but however, for you to be able to, why is it a tool? Money is a tool to achieving financial freedom. Okay? Money is a tool to achieving financial freedom. That's the only thing that it's meant for, right? If you are chasing money, then you are chasing the wrong thing. But because if you're chasing money, and think about it, we have so many people that have the money but they don't have peace of mind. They have the money, but you know what, it still doesn't work for them. It's still, you don't know, they're not still fulfilling purpose. So money is just a tool to help you gain financial freedom. So how do you gain financial freedom, or what is financial freedom? Financial freedom is living life at your own terms, controlling your time, controlling your hours, but then you still have this money, right? Because you need this money. When you trade your time for money, when you trade your time, right, you get money, right? Elder lifestyle, welcome. Yes, elder lifestyle is absolutely amazing. Yeah, when you trade your time for money, right, it simply means that 8 hours, 40 hours of your life, you traded it and you got money in return. You got $100,000 a year, 40 hours every single, week of your life, 52 weeks. You cannot get that life back again. God gave you that life, but you cannot get it back again. But what did you get in return? You got money, right? So what should you do with that money, right? So your time, by the way, your time is very limited. Nobody goes beyond 150, right? Your time is limited. This is limited. Money is unlimited. Because it's paper, they can actually print it. They can print this one, but they cannot print this one. A lot of time we are chasing money that is available. That is the one that is, we're chasing money that is unlimited. And then we trade our time that is limited. So that's why I am very passionate about this, because we'll be like, oh, why is she, the thing about it is that a lot of time, I'm passionate about this because a lot of time people are chasing money, which is unlimited. But guess what? If you now get this money, I'm not saying that you should not chase the money. Chase the money because you are trading your time to chase the money. So if you take your time and it now equals money, you trade it for money. You trade your time, which is limited, you trade it for money. Then what then should you do with that money? Because this is your life. As a matter of fact, I have a video on one of my reels on IG. It's almost 2 million views as of today. Almost 2 million views. And what was it? 10 hours of, this is $200 is 10 hours of somebody's life. And trust me, a lot of people got over 10,000 comments. So it tells you that people, you until you think about it, even if you earn $100 an hour, whenever you spend $1,000, or whenever you buy a shoe of $100, it means that 1 hour of your life is what you gave out. I mean, that's what that shoe is worth. So start thinking about money that way. Let's keep tapping out the life. Thank you all for tapping out the life. Let's get it to 10,000 taps. Share out the life as well. Let's power share. So think about your life. You're trading your life for money. So while that is okay, right? And make sure you click the follow button as well. If you've been sitting here for more than 2 minutes, welcome to the $1 Million League. So when you trade your time for money, then remember your time, your life. This is your life. Time is your life. This is your life. Either we like it or not, it is your life. Welcome to the family. This is your life. Time is your life. Okay? So time, this is the life that God has given you. You traded it for money. 1 hour of that your life is what? It's 1 hour of your life. What is 1 hour of your life worth? That's basically it. When your employer is giving you money, whenever they tell you, oh, you're going to be earning $100 an hour, it's your life for a whole year. This is your life for a whole year is worth $150,000, basically, right? 40 hours. Yes. And that's the reality of it. It's hard, but that's the reality of it. While this is not wrong, right? I'm not saying it's wrong. Let's keep tapping out the live. Thank you all for tapping out the live. And if you've seated more than 2 minutes, make sure you click on the follow button, right? And I'll tell you, I'm not saying this is wrong. I'm not saying do not trade your time for money. But when you now trade your time for money, what do you do with that money, right? You trade your time for money equals money. Let's do it so that it's so real to you. You understand it. Let me use it as life, Your life equals time. Then when you trade it, it equals money, right? That's that paycheck. Hey, Dr. Fatima, how are you? So good to have you. Life equals time. This is life equals time. Then they give you money for it when you get that job. That's what you get. Now, when you get that job, this money, because automatically this is your life that you traded, right? Your life equals money, right? That money, what you do with it is what really matters. What you do with it. Is it that you're just spending the money and you're just buying shoes? Or you are using it towards, if you use it towards depreciating lifestyle liability. Lifestyle liability. If that's what you use that your life for, then it's not going to grow. It just means that you traded your life for a piece of shoe. You traded it for shoe. You traded it for a purse, a car, your life. That's basically what you did. Now, why that is not wrong, right? Take you some of it and fund the lifestyle. You still have to pay bills, right? Bills. But guess what? If all that you do, if this flow is what you do, guess what's going to happen? You remain on a paycheck to paycheck. That's what is called paycheck to paycheck. That's what is called hamster wheel. That's where people work till 65. That's what is called rat race. Whatever name you want to call it. Then the next question is, Dr. Lina, so what should I do? Right? But guess what? This is what we were all taught in school. Welcome in, everyone. Let's tap out the live. Get to tap out the live, share out the live. And if you're sitting for more than 2 minutes, it means you're finding value. Maybe you are interested in financial freedom. You're interested in time, money, trading your time from all of those things interest you. Make sure you click on the follow button. This is the community of millionaires. We use strategies that we actually use the millionaires wealth blueprint. So if you want to understand that, so that you can get to that $1 million status, make sure you click on the follow button and join the community. Tap out the live. The rule here is tapping out the live, sharing out the live, inviting your friends over, and of course, let me know where you're connecting from. That would also be absolutely great. I am in Texas, in the United States. So welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Iyalaja, welcome in. So what do you do? What then do you do? You trade your life for money. What is the right way? Remember, Ben, welcome in. Only welcome in. You traded your time for money, right? This is your life, time, then it becomes money. So what should you use this money that you traded your life, that you got from trading your life? What should you use the money for? Let's take it here. That's the green. You use this on something called appreciating cash flowing asset. Cash flowing asset. Asset. That's what you should use it towards. If you put it towards the reason why these depreciating lifestyle liability, this is just going to keep taking money away from you. It doesn't put any, what's depreciating lifestyle as liability? It's something like it says, it depreciates in value. So it doesn't grow. It's a liability. It takes money from you, but never puts some money in your pocket. Right? It depreciating lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It means that you can also have a lifestyle that is not depreciating, right? So all of those kind of things, like that expensive car, have you thought of it? Yes, I drive one, but guess what? I would explain. I don't have a problem with you living that kind of lifestyle. I have a problem with what is funding that lifestyle. Because what is funding that lifestyle is going to determine if you have financial freedom or not. If you want financial freedom, if your income, if your life and time is the one that funds your lifestyle, then you will not gain financial freedom. But if your asset is the one that funds your lifestyle, then you would gain financial freedom. You have gained financial freedom. All right? If assets fund your lifestyle, then you gain finance. I love to travel, right? I love to travel. My goal is to travel the world. I've been to 22 countries. So it tells you that I am not one of those people that tells you don't spend your money, don't enjoy life. I want to enjoy life. I want to fulfill purpose. I enjoy life, right? But then what funds that lifestyle? Not my time, my asset. So, and how do you go about it? I always say something. I always talk about this triangle. Let's talk about this triangle that I always talk about. The triangle, it's called the wealth triangle. This triangle, this is your income here. Right? If this is lifestyle, this is bills. Lifestyle, bills, that's basically it. On this side is asset. On this side is asset. Right? Those are ETF, real estate, businesses. Now, that's it. And welcoming everyone. Make sure you click on the follow button and join the family. This is the if you've been sitting here for more than 2 minutes, make sure you click on the follow button. We talk about strategies here that is going to help you build wealth, right? And we're talking about financial freedom. As a matter of fact, today was supposed to be family and finance night, but some people want me to teach tonight. That's why I'm teaching. But today I'm touching the income, the triangle, the how do you gain financial freedom? That's what we're talking about, right? So you understand the foundation of how to gain financial freedom. And Kay just joined the family. Welcome to the $1 Million League. If you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology, and I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. As a matter of fact, I've been investing for close to 2 decades. Day job, I'm a vice president of technology, also a professor, and I'm an economist and a chartered accountant. And I help professionals. I own and manage double-digit real estate, and as well as invest in the stock market the smart way. So lost money in the stock market, and I've figured out how to invest smartly. So, and I'm teaching, the goal here is financial freedom. If that's your goal, make sure you click on the follow button. If your goal is to get to $1 million status, make sure you click on the follow button, because we use the exact strategy, the Millionaire's Wealth Blueprint. That's what we use so that we can achieve the same result. Winter, summer, welcome to the family. Nestor, welcome to the family as well. So good to have you in the community. Make sure you get your daily at me. It costs you 1 penny. You have the MDR in front of your name. Then it shows that you're a fan. And for everyone that clicks follow button, tap out the live, share out the live. That's what we ask, so that we can have more people come here to come and learn how to gain financial freedom. Financial freedom is the goal. Money is just a tool. So let's keep going on, and let's get it to, can we get it to 7,000 taps? Let's get it to 7,000 taps. That would be much appreciated. And if you can also get it to 10 shares, that would be great. Shares is press my head on the forehead, and then you have your contact, and you invite them over. But ultimately, tapping costs you nothing. Just press your taps, tap it, and that's it. So we're talking about financial freedom. Money is just a tool. So it starts with your income. So never despise your income. If anybody tells you, oh, leave your job, blah, 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 tell me, except you have built enough money to in assets. That's the only time you can say, oh, your income despite your income. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Take your income seriously. And what are the different sources of income? What are the different sources of income? A lot of times one income is what people focus on, that paycheck, that your active income, that's it. A lot of people focus on that, but guess what? That income is just one income stream is close to no income stream. Please understand that. So you need to figure out what are the other income streams that you can actually get. So it could be as little as you doing Uber on the side. It could be as you writing an ebook. It could be as, getting a side hustle, investing in, do rental arbitrage, rent out your car. It could be some whatever, what other thing. There's a knowledge that your employer is paying you for, right? There's a reason why your employer is paying you. How can you use that knowledge and monetize it outside of the workplace? Always. Oracle laid off 30,000 people in one day, right? Spirit Airlines 17,000. Not to put fear in you, but Meta 7,000. Amazon, Apple. That's the way. That's a long list, right? Right. If Fiona, Albert, CK, welcome in. So that's it. That's the reason one income is close to no stream of income. If you can get double job, get it. Right? Get it. And so, but guess what? When you now have this income, remember this income that you are talking about, this paid job that we are talking about here, it is, remember one thing about this income is that if you stop working, remember it's active, money stop flowing in. That's why you cannot fully rely on it. Money, if you stop working, money stop flowing in. If they stop your work, money stop flowing. Okay? So, and guess the second part of it is that it is your life. You trade your life for money. Trade your life. 10 hours of your life, 40 hours of your life every single week. That's what you trade for this income, for money. This is money here. That's dollars here, right? That's what this is. But guess what? If it means that if this one stops, no, this money stops. Now, that is not financial freedom. Financial freedom means that the money does not stop even though you are not working, even though you are not trading your time. Okay? So then how do you gain financial freedom, right? You see, what we were talking in school was go to school, get a job, right? And of course, fund lifestyle, pay bills. That's what we were taught in school. But that, you see this? That is what is called, the paycheck to paycheck. That's why a lot of people are stuck when it comes to their finances. That's why a lot of people are stuck. So how do you gain freedom? It's one thing, asset. You have to take some of this money. Ideally, let's say you fund your lifestyle, right? You fund your lifestyle, you pay your bill. Lifestyle should be, your basic need, your housing, mortgage or rent, your transportation, your feeding, right? And of course, your utilities. Those are the basic needs. Anything on top of that is lifestyle. Anything, travel, that's lifestyle. The kind of car, you bought an expensive car, that's lifestyle. You decide to start buying branded names, that's lifestyle. Madeline, welcome to the family. Yeah, and as a matter of fact, if you've been seated here for more than 2 minutes, make sure you click on the follow button, and it means that you're finding value for something caught your attention. Either the income, financial freedom, or lifestyle or something. There's something you're trying to fix. So make sure you click on the follow button. Or it could be my beautiful face and my eloquence, whichever one it is. Awesome. Yes. So good to have each. And so make sure you click on the follow button if you've been sitting here for more. Hey, and get your daily at me as well. Thank you so much. Get your daily at me as well. If you haven't done that, it's 1 penny, but you get 30 points back in terms of return on investment. 1 point, get 13 points back. Awesome. Ayengo just joined the family. Welcome to the $1 Million League. Awesome. So you see the money you see. Now, if anything outside of whatever I said, those 4 things, utilities. Utilities means electricity, water, heat, or your HVAC and all of that. Any and transportation, right? Move. It could be bus pass. It could be one little Toyota car or whatever. It doesn't really matter the size or the price. It moves you from point A to B, right? That is transportation. It could be a bus pass as well. That's it. Your feeding, of course, you need to, and of course your rent or your mortgage. Those four things are the basic needs. Those are basic needs of life. Anything outside of that, that Gucci and the MS bag, purse, and all of that, those are lifestyle. The travel is lifestyle, even though travel have a form of vacation, by the way. Take a break. Take a break because it helps with your mental health. Right. So, but the thing about it is, if you in your early years of working, now let's talk about somebody that just started working. In your early years of working, you start with this income. At that time is not the time to start funding lifestyle, not major lifestyle. Keep it basic. Now, once you keep it basic, what are you going to have? You will have something called delayed gratification. So you delay the gratification. And you understand the reason why I said that. You see, this delayed gratification is the most important part. A lot of people want instant gratification. That's why they do hypes and all of those things. They want the next big thing, the next Bitcoin and all of that. But guess what? This delayed gratification, and what's going to happen? You fund your basic needs and you would save some of the money. When you save the money, you transfer that money here. If all that you do is to save, right? This is saving. If you take the money and you save it only, you are still not going to gain financial freedom, because savings is going to help with protection. But protection and security doesn't, and that's the only thing you put there is for emergency fund. So you put some in emergency for 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. Now you take the majority, and let's keep tapping. Can we get it to 10,000 taps? Let's get it to 10,000 taps. And can we also power share? Power share, press my forehead on the screen. Can we have 10 power shares? Can we get the share? Can we share power share? And then can we get it to, let's get it to 8,000 taps. Thank you. I'll get it to, and if you're sitting here for more than 2 minutes, make sure you click on the follow button. We'll talk about the different kind of, where then do you put your money? Since you put your savings, we talked about the rule of 72. I showed you, so interested. Somebody that puts their money in savings, guess what? In 72 years, 7,200 years, that money is not going to double. Divine just joined the family. Yeah, 7,200 years, you will not double your money. If you want me to talk about rule of 72 today, put 1 in the comment. I did not plan to teach. Today is family and finance, but by popular demand, I am teaching. I try to teach from Monday through Friday between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m., right? Yeah. If you want me to talk about ruler, make sure, have you clicked on the follow button? Click on the follow button, because it's a whole class. We talk about ETF, we talk about real estate, we talk about debt payoff. It's a whole wealth building academy, a whole wealth building curriculum. That's what we do here. So make sure you click on the follow button so you don't miss it. That thing that you were not taught in school, right? And I can show you how you can turn $27 a day into 1.6 million over 10 years. Save it for 10 years, and then you get to 1.6 million after, right? So I've shown that this is not, like I said, it's not putting it in the stock market. All right. So and if you've been sitting here more than 2 minutes, make sure you click on that follow button. Let's tap out the live. As soon as we get to 7,000 taps, we will continue with the class. Let's get to 7,000 taps. We'll continue with the class. Yeah. We're supposed to be doing family and finance, right? Let's get it to 7,000, and also power share. Can we get 10 power shares? Sharing is pressing my forehead on the screen and then inviting your friends over. You see your contact drop and then invite them over. That is sharing. Tapping is, it costs you nothing, just tap out the screen and you can feel the gift gallery. That will also be amazing. Get your daily at me as well. Click on the follow button if you've been seated here more than 2 minutes. It means that there's something that got your attention. There's something you're trying to fix about your finances, or you just love my beautiful face and my eloquence. Yeah, I am here. And for those that are just joining, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I'm an economist, and I'm a chartered accountant as well, a vice president of technology, and a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, and deep learning. What else again? I'm a doctor of business and management information system, and my master's is also in the same thing as well. My day job is vice president of technology and also a professor. So, but I'm a serial investor with double-digit real estate portfolio, and I've been investing for close to 2 decades. So, if you're new here, click on the follow button, and I am happy to be your mentor. I am just sharing what I've learned in my journey as got into being in corporate world for close to 2 decades and investing. Even with a vice president income and a professor, that's double income, I still did not gain financial freedom until I started following this strategy, right? Financial freedom is not, it's not the money, it's not the same thing as the money. That's you trading your time for money. You want your financial freedom, then you have to have money work, getting your money to work harder than you do. Okay, yeah, and make sure you click on the follow button if you are new here. And this community is the $1 million league, is the league of millionaires. We follow the multi-millionaires wealth blueprint such that we're getting to that $1 million status in 10 years or less. So if your goal is to become a millionaire, then you want to make sure you click on the follow button. And yes, a lot of people say, oh, it's not possible. Why, instead of you saying it's not possible, why not put the onus on me to show it to you, right? Show it, just ask me. The question is, ask me. How do I go about it? How do you want to do it? Yeah, I don't believe you. Prove it to me, and I will show it to you in less than 5 minutes. Okay, so make sure you click on the follow button if you're just meeting me. So good to have each and every one of you. So good, and I'm super proud of you. Super proud of you. So and let's keep tapping for everyone that joined. Bob just joined the family. The beer also just joined the family. And John also joined the family. Congratulations joining the $1 million league. Get your daily at me. Tap out the live. The rule of this family: tap out the live, share out the live, and of course, get your daily at me if you can. If you can fill the gallery, that's also helpful. Go popular to help this community as well to get on the FYP. So good to have everyone. Frank London, welcome. How is London today? Yeah, I hope the London Bridge is not is still intact. Awesome, great. So we're talking about financial freedom. Today is not my teaching day normally, but people ask and I listen, right? So I typically teach between 1 p.m. Central Time. I'm in Texas, the United States. I typically teach between 1 p.m. or 1:30. You'll catch me around that time. I teach during the week, right? But today's supposed to be family and finance, but they said teach. So I am teaching financial freedom. Today is our family and finance day, but I get to teach. And we just finished a 21 days money reset, and we'll be starting a 31 days mid-year money reset. We're going to be talking about so many things: how to increase your income, how to pay off debt, how to invest in the stock market, ETF, real estate, what else? Businesses, all of those things, wealth building in general, and gaining financial freedom in general. We'll be talking about that. So, yes, welcome to the family. You're welcome to the family as well. Awesome. So, and let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it to 10,000 taps. Tapping, sharing, daily at me, and of course, what else again? Daily at me, follow button, and go populars, give the gallery. Yes, and just take your pen and paper and be locked in. That's it. Not too much ask, right? Not too much ask, right? Awesome. Perfect. So good to have every one of us. So savings, protection, emergency fund, right? That's what, when you save your money in the bank. Now, I promised someone asked the rule of 72 earlier. When you put your money, and the person that asked that question be ready to answer the question. When you put your money in the bank, What interest do you get in the bank? And we would still talk about here because this is where the wealth building comes from. And I will tell you the different accounts you should have, right, to start building wealth, right? So the person that asked the question, what or anyone, what interest do you get from your bank? I bank with Chase in the here. I mean Texas, in the United States. My bank is Chase, Bank of America, and I used to have what, and all of them. What I get is about 0.01%. What do you get from your bank? Etoda, welcome. Good evening. I love you and I appreciate. Oh, thank you so much. I love you too. Yeah, make sure you click on the follow button. So good to have you. How are you doing today? So, what is the interest, Etoda? What interest do you get from your bank? What rate your savings account? What interest do you get? Because somebody asked that. I teach the rule of 72, and I'll get to it quickly, right? What interest? I get 0.01. Let me know. I'm not talking about IU savings account, but we can also put your IU savings account. What are you getting? What rate do you get? 0.01, 0.05, right? Put it in the comment, okay? I will start it. So when you put your money in the bank, I always say that, or you would have heard it. Maybe Call to Leap would say, so don't save money. Maybe Alex on the budget will say, don't save money less than 0.5%. Okay, so let's say 0.5%. So I thought that, thank you so much for responding. I always like to when people engage. Divine, welcome in. How are you? Good morning. Make sure you click on the follow button if you're new here. How are you doing? 72. So rule of 72 tells you how long it takes your money to double, right? And this is one of the reasons when I tell you this is one of the things that I teach. First time, welcome in. Yeah, welcome in. Make sure you click on the follow button. Welcome to the family. So think about it. When I tell you don't save money, and when I tell you one of the things that we'll use to get to that $1 million status, right? So you see 72 divided by, my friend said, after that says 0.5. So 72 divided by 0.5. After that, 72 divided by 0.5, what do you get? It will tell you the number of years it's going to take your money to double. 72 divided by 0.5. Or anyone, let's keep tapping now. Let's get it to 10,000 times. Let's not stop tapping. I know we are locked in, but let's not stop tapping. And please engage, comment, because that's the only way the algorithm understands that we are not BOTs, we are human. $144. Thank you. Thank you so much, Divine. $144. So if you leave your money in the bank, even if it's just this one that you learned, if you leave your money in the bank, it's going to take you at 0.5% returns. 0.5. It means that it's going to take you 144 years for your money to double. So if you put $100,000 or $10,000 in the bank and you leave it there and you say that, okay, you know what? You want to know how long it's going to take this money to become 0.5 stands for what? Zero is the interest that you get on your savings account. The savings account, Bobby, what interest do you get on your savings account? What interest do you get from your bank, right? If you have a savings account, what interest? We can do the calculation as well. So as that said, our own bank account give us 0.5%, right? Take the number 72 and divide by the interest that you get. So it means that if this is 10 as well, it means that 72 divided by 10, if you're getting interest of 10%, it means that 72 divided by 10, that means that 72 years is 7.2 years is what is going to take you. If it's 1%, it means 72 years. So that's why you would see two people working in the same organization, and one person have a lot in investment, another person doesn't have money, and they're doing the same job, earning the same thing. Right? It's in the little thing, because if one person is spending so much on lifestyle and is saving some of the money, and guess what? Where he's saving it, he's also putting it in savings, right? He's only putting in savings account, the money is not going to grow, and the person is going to remain on a paycheck to paycheck. So, number one thing, it's important you save, you don't spend all your money. But at the same time, the most important thing, the other important thing is that where you put your money really matters. That's rule of 72. I did not create it. It's one, if you have $10,000 in the bank, I think 144 years is what it's going to take. If you leave it in an IU savings account, right? That's why I always say that. Hey, Stephanie, welcome in. IU savings account, I always say that the only thing you keep in an IU savings account is your emergency fund, even though you get a 5%. IU. I even say that it's only for for all that you put in your savings account. Your IU savings account is your emergency fund, 3 to 6 months. Why? You get 5%. What is 5%? In 5%, what that translates is, with the rule of 72, it means that it's going to take you at least um 14 years and 4 months for your money to double. So for your money to make sense, for it to double, to increase the money in value, you need to at least be generating at least 10%, 8 to 10%. Then you know that, okay, your money can double in 7 years and 2 months. So that's why savings alone, right, is just for protection, liquidity, and emergency. That's what it is for. So, and let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get into, I know we are locked in, but let's not stop tapping out the live. Let's get into 10,000 taps so that we can start talking on asset. And that is the rule of 72. I did not create it. You can go on Google or ChatGPT and understand what that is. You see it, I did not. It's just like the law of physics. It's just like compound interest, all of those kind of things. They're data and number. Thank you all for tapping out the live. Yeah, and thank you all for getting your daily admin. If you are new here, make sure you be seated for more than 2 minutes. 2 minutes, make sure you click on the follow button and join the community of millionaires. These are some of the strategies, little things at where you put your money can make you gain financial freedom, and you versus somebody where you put your money, it can also determine if you're going to you get to $1 million status or not. And it can keep you on that job for 60 to 65, or keep you on the job for, or you can retire at the age of 40 or 50, or become work optional. Those are the things, right? And on the YouTube channel, how are you doing today? Make sure you click on the subscribe button if you have been here for more than 5 minutes, for more than 2 minutes. As a matter, anyone here more than 2 minutes, make sure you click on the follow button, tap out the like, get your daily at me as well. For all the people that have clicked the follow button, and if you can fill the gift gallery, that would also be much appreciated. Share out the live. Can we also power share? Uptake, welcome to the family. And unfortunately, as little as this is, guess what? We were not taught in school. We were not taught in school. They had a selective amnesia that, because if you understand this, what if I tell you that, oh, you know what? You can actually save $27 every single day. $27 for a year is $10,000. $27 that you spend on lunch, that you spend on food, that you spend on coffee, lunch and coffee every single day. If you save that money consistently every single day, that is $10,000. Now, if you want to put fire and get it accelerated, take that $10,000, put it in an S&P 500 that is returning between 8 to 14%, right? Returning 14% to 15%. Guess what? If you do it for 10 years, after 10 years, in less than 20 years, it becomes 1.6 million. That's it. Those are the little things and that's part of the strategies that we use here. When I tell you, oh, you know what, you can get to $1 million status in 10 years, and people will say, oh, it's not possible, she's capping. Just ask me how. And when somebody tells you something is like this, ask them. Never just say that. A lot of times it's a mindset thing. You're like, okay, I can never get to $1 million status. Why not? It's in your mind. Some of us make so much money. How? That's what I just explained to you. $27 a day. $27 a day, Bosun. $27 a day for a year. How much? What is that? That lunch money that you're spending on a daily basis. Some people spend lunch is between $15 to $20 now because inflation is at 4.2%. All right? Inflation is at 4.2%. People spend between $15 to $20 every single day on lunch, right? And then, so convert that money and buy your food, make your food from home. Eat it healthier. Take that money. Another thing is that some people take coffee every day. $27 every single day. That is $10,000. Yes, about 98, $27 times $27 70 something cents. I mean, it's not up to $28. All right. So you can calculate it that way. That's round it up to $10,000. All right. So that's $10,000. Must do that same thing for 10 years. That's going to bring you to what? $100,000. Or you can decide to say that $10,000. That's one way, right? You can take another way is that $10,000. You can take it. You want to buy a property. Some people are praying to God. God, I want to own a property. I want to own a property. Why are you? Yes, it's okay to pray, but what action are you taking? That $27, $10,000. FHA loan is what? FHA loan is 3 to 5%, 3.5%. Conventional loan or the property is 3 to 3.25%, right? 3 to 5% conventional loan. You can actually put it towards $10,000. You put it towards a down payment of a property of $200,000. 10% of 200,000 is what? 10% is that's 2,000, that's 4,000. So that thereabout, no. 10% is 20,000, so 10,000. That's it. That's all. You can use that money for 1 year. That your launch money. You can use it towards a down payment of a property. So that's a strategy. You can rent out some part of it. You can do house hacking. Live on one side of the property and rent the other side of the property. You can actually, and you'll be like, okay, where are they selling properties for 200,000? You do not have to buy a brand new property. I buy properties of 180,000, 200,000. You need to just ask, where do they sell it? Because I know that's the next thing. And then you fix it. You get to fix it and you live on one side of the property, you house hack, do it for 2 years, and then move it again, go to the next property and do it again. And if you don't want to do real estate, that's on the side. If you don't want to do real estate, do this same strategy for 10 years, $227 for 10 years. Guess what? You will get to $100,000. $100,000 invested in an S&P 500 using the rule of 72. If you put it 14.5% every single day, every single S&P 500 has returned 14 to 15% in the past 10 years. Go and check the data, right? I always say there's so much BS on this social media space, right? But I always say trust but verify. Take another gadget and Google it and tell me right now, Dr. Lina, you lied. Right? Call me out right now. S&P 500 has done 14 to 15% in the past 10 years. In the past 10 years, through COVID and all of that. In the past 30, 40 years, it's done 8 to 12%. That's what it has done. Put the same money in an S&P 500. If it does what it's done in the past 10 years, guess what? Right? Guess what? You get to $1.6 million in 20 years. Because your money is going to double in 4 years, 9 months, and 2 days at 14.5%. But guess what? If another person does the same thing and just leaves it in the bank, guess what? That 100,000 is going to remain 100,000 in 20 years. It's going to be $100,005 thereabout. So it's important you save the money. Remember, number one is you saving the money, save the money, like delay the gratification, put money aside. You're not spending everything. But which is even more important, where you put the money. If you leave it in the bank, hell no, you're not growing nothing. As a matter of fact, you're going to be losing money. How are you losing money? Inflation is at 4.2%. Inflation as of today, I need to check as at the last time I checked, because it has been crazy. In 2 months ago, it was at 3.3% in the United States. In some other countries, it's at double digit. What is inflation? Inflation simply, and let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it to 10,000 taps, right? And if you've been sitting here for more than 2 minutes, click on the follow button and join the $1 Million Link. Join the family of millionaires. It means that you've been sitting for more than 2 minutes. It means that there's something, that there's a value, there's something that you're trying to fix in your finances. So and I like the fact that the person that asked the question earlier, right? When somebody tells you something, always, hey, when somebody tells you something, ask the question, how? How? Don't, a lot of times we always think about the impossibility. It's not possible. The fact that you don't know it doesn't mean that. And avoid all of those, get rich quick scheme. They tell you, come on, I mean, people lose 5,000. I hear people lose 7,000, $50,000 on get rich quick scheme. Get rich quick scheme is the thing that is killing a lot of people. But guess what? A lot of times you might be thinking that, yes, I'm already in my 50s, I'm already in my 60s. And because of that, I want to catch up. And you start putting your money in those hypes and all of that. You bought SpaceX. Why did you buy SpaceX? Did you look at the data? I'm not saying it's a bad investment, but why did you buy it? So instead of that, and that's why here we talk about, I'm sorry, sorry, but no, sorry. Instead of you saying that you're investing, investment is different from gambling. Understand that. You can be investing in the stock market thinking you are investing, but you are actually gambling. Gambling doesn't have to be on the streets of Las Vegas. It's about where you put your money. Think about long-term investing. When you invest long-term, when you time, there's something called time in the market and timing the market. If you try to time the market, right, you're not going to get far. I started investing in an S&P 500. Like I started investing in a VO. I bought VO at 285. VOO is almost at $700 right now. Guess what? I am still buying. That's how you invest. Dollar cost averaging. Pay yourself first. Pay it as a tax. Use it as tax. But let me go back and let's keep tapping out the light so that we can go on asset, because I think I'm jumping the teaching right now. I'm already going into motivation because I always do two things. I teach and then I do mindset shift. A lot of times the problem about finance and building wealth, it's not even about the knowledge. Most of it sometimes it's about mindset shift, because you want to, I tell you, get to $1 million in 1 year. I mean 10 years. And he was like, oh, she's capping. It's in your mind. Ask me how. You know what I mean? Ask how. Because we use the Millionaire's Wealth Blueprint. We use people that have already succeeded. I will invest. I'm a moderate risk investor. I've lost $99,000 in the stock market. And then I jumped from being a high risk investor. I put my money in penny stock, in day trading, and of course options trading. Those three things lost me $99,000. I feel good when I say 99,000 and not 100,000. The other day I saw somebody that lost $140,000. So, but then that's why I teach three things. I teach three ways of investing, three things I invest. That's why you see my assets is very, very clear. ETF or index funds. I actually focus on more index funds, on ETFs rather than index funds. I talk about real estate because I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. Then I talk about businesses. Those three things, if you go and check where the multi-millionaire, where do they put their money? Seventh mayor, welcome to the family. Where the multi-millionaire put their money, you would see that number one is cash and cash equivalent. Take another gadget and check. Where does the multi-millionaire put their money? You will see cash and cash equivalent. The second thing is that you would see in the stock market, but they invest in index funds, mutual funds, ETFs. That's what they invest in. Then they have real estate is going to be number three right there. So for everyone that say real estate, let me tell you something. Real estate are giving me millions. Right. So you should, whenever people quit following the people that just read it in the book or they are not doing it. Ask the people that are doing it real time. Because real estate will pay you in different real estate. See, that's it. Real estate, land is also real estate. A lot of time people think that, oh, it's the single family home. Real estate is houses, single family home, multi-family homes. You see all those, what's it called? The mall, that's real estate. That restaurant that you went to eat, that building is real estate. It's somebody's single family What's it called? It's somebody's business. Storage, that's real estate. Land is real estate. Group home, that building itself is real estate. You can use real estate as a business in itself. That's real estate as a business, right? Airbnb, real estate as a business. So there's so many land. So it's land is a good one. So the thing about it is that let's quit thinking that okay, it's just about land trading and investment. Land trading and investment. I'm not sure what you mean, Charlie. Right? Yeah. So ETF, real estate, land is part of real estate. That mall that you go to, that's real estate. That's somebody's real estate business. That's somebody's real estate. That office street, that hospital, that doctor's appointment, doctor's office, that's somebody's building. That's somebody's commercial real estate. That's real estate. So whenever somebody says, "Oh, I don't want to be the slave for one tenant," please explain ETF. ETF. I'm going to get there, but I might not be able to touch it today. Right? I've taught ETF for the past 3 days. 3 days last week, but I'll be back tomorrow. I'm typically here one to between one. We catch me 1 Central Time. That's when I'm here. But so just follow. Welcome to the family. I typically here at that time. I'm not supposed to be teaching today. It's based on as today is supposed to be a family and finance, where I'm teaching you what are the things you should set up for your children. So like having your children as an authorized user of your credit card, so that by the time they turn 18, they can already have their own credit. Allow them do some very life, like some jobs that they can do, things like that. Save the money, open Roth IRA custodial account for them. You can, if you want to fund their education, use real estate. I use real estate instead of 529 for my kids, right? Because real estate, each child has his own property, but then pushing them to also get scholarship, not focusing on athletics alone. Let them also focus on academia. There's so many other scholarships. And then if they get the scholarship, you give them the house. So those are things that we're supposed to be talking about today. But guess what? People are like, teach is what I'm teaching, right? And the problem with, what happens in marriage, right? Husband and wife, are you doing joint accounts? All those kind of things are supposed to, family matters are what we're supposed to talk about, and finances. Yes, please, family invest. Okay, see, we'll do that. Today's supposed to be a family and finance, but they're like, teach, so I'm teaching. All right, but it's okay. We'll do that next week. We do family and finance every Sunday, right? So I bring panels and people are able to talk about, what are those family issues, like husband is spending money on his family, or wife is spending too much money on his family, and all of those. How do you manage that? All those kind of things, what are the things that you need to do together? And for the kids, most importantly, I am very, very passionate when it comes to kids, right? Setting them up right. So by time, who says that your children should not be trust kids? Yeah, beefing trust kids. Nobody said that your own parents should not do that for you, right? Nobody. So, but if your parents did not do it for you, then do it for your children. Stop waiting. Then things around retirement accounts as well, the Roth IRA, all those things are supposed to things we're talking about today. But yeah. All right. So welcoming everyone. I'm Dr. Lina, Doctor of Business and Technology, and I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. I've been in the corporate world working for close to 2 decades, Vice President of Technology, Professor, teaching AI cybersecurity. I'm a chartered accountant. I'm an economist. I hold my master's and my doctorate in strategy, business, and information management system. Okay, so good to have each and every one of us, and we're talking about financial freedom. So let's get it. Can we get it to? Let's get it to 13,000 taps. 13,000 taps. And of course, let's get into 30 shares, power share, 30 share. Let's get into 30 shares. Press my forehead on the screen, and of course, invite your friends over. And of course, let's get into 13,000 taps. And if you've been sitting here for more than 2 minutes, click on the follow button so we can talk about asset, right? So please stop saving your money. All you put in your money in the bank, right? All that is your emergency fund. Emergency fund is that's all that goes in there. 3 to 6 months. And in case you don't have an emergency, please, the economy is, everybody knows. Now is the time that you are not spending. In short, now is the time you are saving more because the job market, there's so many layoffs. The prices of things are doubled in prices. All of those things are, you know what I mean? So now save. If you don't have an emergency fund, please set up your emergency fund immediately. We put your emergency fund in an high yield savings account, giving you 3 to 5%. A SoFi in the United States, a SoFi in the United States, a Capital One in the United States, they will give you Capital One give you 3.5%, I guess. SoFi gives you 4%. Vero gives you 5%. Open any of that, or simply check the best IE savings account in June 2026, and open it tomorrow. Start putting it, even if it's $1,000, put it away. Then you increase it to 3 months, so it means your transportation housing cost, mortgage or rent, your utilities, and of course your groceries. Those are the things for 3 months to 6 months, right? Start with 1,000. That's it. I'll tell you the hierarchy of wealth building during this week. So you want to be back during the week, between one hierarchy. So debt payoff, all those kind of things. How do you schedule it, set it up? Then that's all the things we'll need to talk about. Let's tap into 13,000 taps. 13,000 taps. And each cook just joined the family. Welcome to the family. And somebody asked a question earlier. Christ, welcome to the family. Somebody, thank you. I just set their S&S ISA account in UK. Yay! I love that. I love that. Yeah, it is very, very important. It's very important. It is very, very important. You're gonna be thankful later, right? We're gonna be talking. So make sure you click. If you are new here, welcome in. Make sure you click on the follow button. We're talking about financial freedom, income, lifestyle, right? And of course, asset. What is this triangle itself? How does the delayed gratification, how does it come to play? Is this done you can do it anywhere in the whole world. No, in terms of retirement plan, which of them are you saying is this done? Are you talking about savings, income, lifestyle? You are still spending your money. You're still spending anything in the world. But what exactly are you talking about? The Roth IRA, or what exactly are you talking about? Right? What exactly are you talking about? Seventh mayor. What exactly? Welcome, Kay, to the family. Welcome, welcome. And anyone, if you have been sitting here for more than 2 minutes, right? You don't want to miss this. Make sure you click on the follow button. And for everyone that has followed, get your daily at me as well. It's 1 cent, 1 penny, and of course you get a 30 points back, right? And become a family. Welcome to the $1 Million League. If your goal is to become a millionaire, it starts with your income. Don't say that it's not possible, yeah? Then you already lost the opportunity. Ask me how. How do you get to that $1 million status in 10 years? Because here it's about financial freedom. Money is just the tool. Financial freedom is the goal. That's what we teach here. Financial freedom is the goal. And, so make sure you click on the follow button. If you don't know how to go about it, I'm going to be teaching you I just literally how in 10 years. Exactly. I just talked about it some minutes ago. You were here. Rule of 72. You can use the $27 method every single day, right? Convert your lunch money at work. Turn it to something else. Turn it to investment machine, right? $27 every single day. If you put that 10 years, that's going to give you 100,000. And you might be thinking that 10 years is a long time. You saving that, it becomes 100,000, right? In 10 years. But when you're putting it away, it's going, right? But I'm not even talking about that. You can use it, save it for year one, right? And use it as a down payment for property, right? Put it as a down payment for property. That's one way, real estate. Or you can actually put you can put it in ETF, right? ultimately put it in asset. If you leave it in the bank, you cannot achieve that goal. If you leave it in the, if you don't save it, you cannot achieve that goal. But you have to invest, and that's what we're going to be talking about shortly. Let's keep tapping out the live. Invite your friends over. Let's power share. Let's get the power share to 30. Can we get the power share to 40 power shares? Let's power share to 40. Press my movie silence. Welcome in. Press my head on the screen. If you don't know how to go about it, press my head on the screen. Invite your friends over. My YT community, how are you? Make sure you click on the subscribe button. So good to have you. Let me know where you're connecting from. Let me know. And we're talking about financial freedom. Press the screen, my forehead on the screen. Invite your friends over, and you would, and that's how we'll get them here. Let's power share. Let's all power share. Let's tap out the live from UK. You are from UK. So good to have. I'm already having a lot of UK community. In UK, they want to tax our already tax savings, so we need to move our money somewhere. But there is ISA, right? In the UK, there is ISA, right? In the UK, there is ISA account. Because we have Roth IRA in the United States. In Canada, there is TFSA. Right? In Canada, there's TFS, there's a tax. Roth IRA is a tax advantage account. They want to tax that still. They want to tax ISA accounts. That doesn't. Since when? Is this something that they want to start, or they've already implemented? It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. It's just like, but the only thing is that in Roth IRA is limited to 7,500 here. They are good in UK. Exactly. So that's what I understand. Also reduce them a year, something that is coming. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's wait for the one that is coming. The rule is not going to apply to that point. The rule will become applicable after at that point. So whatever money you put in there right now would not be applicable. So let's keep tapping out the live. All right. So and let's power share to, and let's keep tapping. Thank you all for doing that. Awesome. So savings, protection, emergency, that's the only thing that money is for. All right. Now, let's talk about assets. Now, we've already said something. You see this income, that your income that you traded time for, you put it towards what? Lifestyle. You put some of it towards your basic needs. Now you take the odd part of the money, and typically I lose a lot of people here. And people would say, I'm still trying to pay bills. I'm still trying to do this. But just stick around. I typically would say between 30% to 50% of your income. This is not the $1 million route anyways, but this is 30 to 50% of your income. Save it. And you might be like, okay, you know what? I'm still struggling. What's she even saying? My rent is this. Yes, I agree with you. Trust me, I've been in this world for close to 20 years, right? 2 decades. So I went through the cadre before I got to become a vice president of technology, right? So there are times when I did not have that income. There's time, even if you can do 10%, do 10%. I can do 5% of my income, do 5%. But guess what? Let your goal be 30 to 50%. Now, what do I mean by this? If you do 30, if you have a goal, and let's keep tapping out the live. Thank you for, continue to, it's not easy to say 50% or absolutely say, I'm not talking about UK. It's not in any way in the world. Even in America, it's not easy. Even in the United States, it is. I tell you, when I say this, a lot of people will say, you're joking. I already put the disclaimer. But guess what? At the time, your income was lower than this, right? As you go in the cadre, your income increases. Either you're getting a pay raise every year, or either you change your job. As a matter of fact, don't be too loyal on the job. Don't stay there for 10 years. You are losing money. I am one of those people that are not super loyal. I'm jumping from here to 3 here. Some of my counterparts, they are still senior managers, and I'm already a vice president. That's because I'm jumping, and when I move from one place, it's a 10% raise every single time for me to move from one job to the other, right? Get certification. Always don't just wait, right? We would spend a day on income. We spend a day how to increase your income, because I increased my income 14 years ago by $30,000 with less than $500. That's what I use in increasing my income in less than 5 months. $30,000. So I'm going to be teaching all those strategies as well, because it starts with your income. Now, when that 50,000, when I increased that my income by 30,000, was I saving 50% of my income? No. But the minute my income increased by 30,000, what did I do? My lifestyle did not increase. So the increment that I got was towards what? In my goal of achieving 30%, 50%. So what do? Yes, you might not be able to do 30 or 50%. You might not even be able to do 20% as of today. You might not be able to do 30%, but it is your goal. So the minute you are able to, maybe you get salary increase, guess what? You keep your lifestyle the same. You will know that you have not arrived. That's what it means. It's a goal. When you get promoted, when you change your job, you know that you increase your income from 100,000, from 80,000 to 90,000. You know that extra $10,000 is towards, or pounds or whatever, it's towards something else. It's towards investment. Remember, it's delayed gratification. It's delayed gratification. That's what it's all about. It's almost like, remember, in the Bible, that says there's the 7 years of plenty, there's the 7 years of whatever. So you save for the years ahead. But the only thing is not that there's the famine that is coming. The only thing is that you are saving it for your tomorrow, so that by the time that tomorrow comes, you can gain financial freedom and not work to 65 and still not gain financial freedom. But what is going to now make the journey quicker for you is something called, when you put it on asset, compound interest. Compound interest. Time in the market. That's what now makes it jump for you. Now your money is working for you. All right? That's how compound interest, time in the market, delay the gratification. That's how you do it. And that's why, that's why it is very important to do it from here, 30 to 50%. Like, and by the way, you don't have to start with, remember, you can start with 5%. If all that you can do right now, look at your account, what are the things? And as a matter of fact, we just finished a 21 days money reset, mid-year money reset. And these are part of the challenge the things that we did. Look at your account. You'll be so surprised at some subscription that you are paying for that you don't need. Cancel that, use that money towards investing. I told a story of myself, before I realized that, I need to save more money and all of that. I was looking at my bill. I cut the yard myself now, because I have a smaller yard, because the swimming pool is sitting there. So I don't have to pay somebody for that. I cut the yard myself. It literally takes me, the day that I walk every day, like 1 hour walking, right? Exercise, building my health wealth, right? So instead of me walking on that day, I take the lawnmower, I cut it. I put the money, I don't spend money for that. The pool company that used to clean my pool, I stopped it. I understood how to clean a pool. I do it. Literally takes me 20 minutes a week. Done. That's this two alone. That's already almost $300. Somebody that comes to clean, I stopped. I said, okay, instead of you come every 2 weeks, I said, okay, come every month or every 2 months. We get to work and do the cleaning. I do deep cleaning instead of you. So all of those things, by the time I did that calculation, that was almost $1,000. I'm not talking about, and these, I use that as an example. These are some, like, your own might be, you have Netflix, you have Hulu, you have the other one, you have a car wash, you take your car to the car wash, but then when last did you wash your car at the car wash? But then you're working, you have all of this subscription, but guess what? You still, you are working yourself out. You don't even have the opportunity to sit down to watch the TV, but you have 4 different subscriptions. Cancel them. Look at your account. You'll be surprised at how much those little money that you are spending, that lunch money that you are spending every single day, Lunch money, make your food from home. I hope we understand that money doesn't equal wealth. I hope we understand that. Money is not the same thing as wealth. Money is not the same thing as wealth. Who agrees? Put one, you agree. Zero, you don't agree. Does money equal wealth? So that I can tell you that I will tell you this: money does not equal wealth. Do you agree? Put one. If you don't agree, put zero. Ibrahim said one. And welcome everyone. If you've been sitting there for more than 2 minutes, make sure you click on the follow button and join the family of millionaires, right? Because we are building an all-round people. All-round people. That's what we're doing here, right? Only one person agrees. Okay, put zero if you do not agree. Let us engage. Put zero, I do not agree. One, I agree. Zero, I do not agree. Ibrahim just joined the family. And Brian just joined the family. Welcome in, everyone joining the family. Yeah. Okay. Nobody agrees. So you think money is equals wealth? Okay. Well, let me tell you today, money does not equal wealth. Money doesn't equal wealth. User just joined the family. Okay, you do not agree. Okay. All right. And I agree. Thank you so much, Nkechi, for being truthful. Ask, right? There are 4 types of wealth, if not 5. Money is just one type of wealth. Money is one type of wealth. Asset, ETF, real estate, those are type of wealth. That's one type of wealth. That's one type. Money is just a type of wealth. There is time wealth. Money is there is time wealth, financial freedom, ability to live life at your own term. When you trade your time for money, you are missing out on the time wealth. It means that you cannot be on an island, right? On one private island and enjoy your sipping coconut water, because you know what? You have to go to work to pay bills. Time wealth. Time is money. Remember, time is money. Time wealth. So money wealth, time wealth. There's the other part of peace wealth. The fact that you can close your eyes and you know that you have security, like insurance, ensuring emergency fund, protection around your assets, living trust, all those kind of things, your LLC, all those kind of things that protect you. That's peace wealth. Then the other one, right? The other one is the last one is health wealth. Health wealth. Health is wealth, right? So the 4 types. There's another one that somebody also said, which is networking and social wealth. Social wealth. So the people that you know is also wealth. Like your relationship that you have, the people that you know is also money. Imagine you knowing the King of England or I'm not even going to talk about my person. Imagine a very powerful person. That's wealth. Would peace also mean mental health? I would add peace as I will have mental health as health wealth, because both physical, your mental mind, your everything mind, that is health wealth. Because if your mental is out of place, every other thing you are all more like useless. Like even the physical doesn't matter. So mental is part of health wealth. Yeah. What about choice of location? Choice of location. Well, that could be too. All right, that could be. But those are so always think about that. Okay. So and thank you all for tapping out. Like, welcome in everyone. If you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I'm a serial investor with double-digit real estate portfolio, and I've been investing for close to 2 decades. I'm a vice president of technology. I'm also a professor teaching deep learning and AI cybersecurity. I'm also teaching information management system. What else again? I'm a serial investor. I've been investing for close to 2 decades, and I just share my knowledge with you. And I am the convener of this community, which is the $1 Million League, where we get into the $1 Million status in 10 years or less. Our goal here is financial freedom. So if your goal is to get to that $1 Million status, or your goal is to get to financial freedom. Money is just a tool. Financial freedom is the goal. If that's your goal, then make sure you click on the follow button and join the ride. $1 million status in 10 years or less. Just ask me out and then I will tell you. Only me. Yes, absolutely. Yes. I'm also an economist and a chartered accountant. In case you are thinking, I'm an economist, I'm a chartered accountant, and also I have my both my masters and my doctorate in business and information management system. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Let me clap for myself. Yeah. All right. And of course, I'm also beautiful and eloquent and fearfully and wonderfully made. Yeah, nobody's coming to help you. You need to, look at yourself in your mirror and tell yourself, yes, I'm this. Because if you cannot imagine it, I'm very big on a mindset shift. Mindset, yeah. All right, welcome in. Make sure you click. As a matter of fact, if you're new here, make sure you click at the minute you're here, 2 minutes. You sit here, it means you found value. Click on the follow button and invite your friends over. The rule here is tapping out the live, sharing out the live, getting your daily admin, becoming part of the community. If you can fill the gift gallery, that would also be amazing. But most importantly, get your pen and paper and execute, because I can tell you how to get to the $1 million status, but I cannot force you. You have to execute. But I tell you, we use the Millionaire's Wealth Blueprint. I've used it. It's worked for me, and I'm just sharing it. And of course, a lot of millionaires have used the same thing. That's what we're using. Not get rich quick scheme. And not for you. Scroll if you are looking for get rich quick scheme. This is about delayed gratification, and of course long-term investing, generational wealth, and of course you delaying yourself a little bit. So I'm not about hypes or all of those things. We are moderate investors. That's what we are. Take risk. We minimize risk here. We minimize our risk. I've lost money in the stock market. I've lost 99,000. So we minimize that. We are smart investors. Smart investor. Do you like SanDisk? I'm not sure what that means. Is that like a stock? We don't do individual stock. We focus on baskets of stocks, as a matter of fact, so that we can diversify our portfolio. We can minimize our risk and edge against inflation at the same time. Edge against the risk that is within the stock market when you buy individual stocks, right? All right, so savings protection, that's the only money. Then you put 30 to 50% of this money away. Now, this 30 to 50%, if you can do 5%, that's fine. You can do 4%, that's fine. As a matter of fact, for you to invest in the stock market or buy ETF, you only need $1 to start. $100, any amount is okay for you to start. But the only thing is that if you want your financial freedom journey to be quicker, then you want to ensure that you put as many, be lean in the, be lean, right? Wait, delay it. Your friend is buying that Mercedes. Close your eyes, right? Your own Mercedes is coming and you buy two. But what's going to buy it? It's not your time, right? It's going to be your asset. So what are assets? Assets are anything that puts money in your pocket. Asset puts money in your pocket. What does this simply mean? Asset would, you buy something and that thing start generating. It's just like a seed. You put it in the ground and then the seed germinates and it start giving you fruit. That is asset for you. A lot of time people eat the seed, the fruit of their labor. They say they want to eat the fruit of their labor. But guess what? They already eat the seed that's supposed to actually go on the ground to germinate. That's what asset does for you. So asset is, just to bring it to life, I wanted to buy a car in 2024. It was I told you I love good things. It was an expensive car, but I could not think of 6 months of my life or 7 months of my life traded to buy a car. Everybody said you deserve it, you work too hard, you do this, and I could not still fountain in my head. So what did I do? I took the money for the car, delayed the purchase of the car for about 2 months, took the money of the car, and I bought a house with the money. And when I bought the house, I went after to go and buy a car, finance a car. When I financed the car, guess what pays for the car right now? The house. The house pays for the car. So every single in 2 days time, the tenant is going to pay me, and I'm going to pay the what's it called? The car company. I have the car. In another 1 year or two, I pay off the car, I have the car, and at the same time, I still have the house. And this house is going to be there. I'm going to grow old and die. The house is not going to be sold. It's going to be there, and it's going to be handed over to the next generation. It's going to worth times 10 of its value, and that's how you do it. That's how the millionaire does it. We borrow against it and do all of that. So that is what asset does for you. Because remember, if I take that money, I would have bought the car would have been depreciated by now, it would have been depreciated. But then I use it to buy something that appreciates, right? And then the return or the cash flow from it, that's what I use to buy the car, to fund this lifestyle. So instead of you doing income, a lot of times what we do is we use the income, we fund lifestyle. Take the income and fund assets. What are assets? Assets are investing in stock market. What do we invest in? We invest in ETF or index funds. You want to know everything about index fund or ETF? Join me tomorrow. I'm already tired today. I'll tell you, it's a whole, at least we're going to spend 1 to 2 hours right there on this topic. The other thing is real estate. Real estate could be, I mentioned it earlier, single family home, multi-family home, office spaces, storage, commercial real estate, land. Those are real estate, and it pays you in 6 different ways. You want to know the 6 different ways? Be back tomorrow and we'll talk about it. Businesses is another one, right? All those things, businesses, you can invest. Yes, you like McDonald's. Who says you cannot get the franchise of McDonald's? Yeah. And you'll be like, oh, these are for the different breeds. Why are you not a different breed? Or you think it's not possible? It is. Why? How do I know? The number one person, Elon Musk is the richest man, right? Jeff Bezos is the second richest, or I don't know who it is right now. How many of them came from wealth? How many? So it means that they also started from somewhere. Yes, this is not about motivation. This is real. Because by the time you take your money and you put it in ETF and it's growing at 10-15%, what's going to happen? At some point, you want to diversify and you start putting it towards real estate. Real estate is going to grow. T. Shumwell just joined the family. Welcome. The next thing is, and it's not, I mean, I can motivate you, but I'm not one of those people. I'll motivate you, but I would also tell you the reality because I've lived it. I'm living it. It's not like I'm living it. I've followed the blueprint and I'm living it. And that's why I can confidently tell you. I'm not one of those people that read it in the book. Yes, I read it in the book as a doctor of business, but I have also executed it. So, you're not paying me anything, so it really doesn't matter. I don't have any reason why to lie. So you put it in ETF, then you want to diversify because you don't want to put and Pharaoh also joined the family. You don't want to put all your money in ETF. You put it in ETF, but guess what? The stock market can also go down. Rosemary, welcome to the family. You don't want to just put your money in ETF only and then the stock market goes down. I always remember, and let me say this about the stock market, since we are talking, ETF is exchange traded funds, right? Exchange traded funds, it's just a basket of stocks. That's exchange traded funds, but we can go, there's way more to it, then we can talk about that tomorrow, right? So, but think about, and it just also got to get the at me. Welcome. Yeah. So now think about it, that something in the stock market, right? Always remember, either in real estate or anything. And let's keep tapping. Can we get it to 20,000 taps? Thank you all. Let's get it to 10. I know we are all locked in, but let's get it to 20,000 taps. And of course, if you can also power share, can we get to 50 power shares? We are 32 right now. Let's get it to power share. Press my forehead on the screen. Invite your friends over. We'll soon be wrapping up the live though. We invite your friends over. I've been here since 8 o'clock or something, 2 hours. Right? Press my forehead, share with your friends, tap out the live. Let's get it to 20,000 taps. And if you can fill the gift gallery, that would be absolutely amazing as well. Get your daily at me. And you'll be sitting here for more than 2 minutes. 2 minutes is all that it takes. I know you're very smart. Time is money, right? If I'm sitting in some place for 2 minutes, it's adding value to me. If it's not adding value for me, I am gone, right? But if it's adding value to me within 2 minutes, that to determine if this is something for me. If it's something for me, I click the follow button. So make sure you click the follow button if you have been seated for more than 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes, that's my own principle when I go into people's life. 2 minutes, I am able to determine if it's a value adding to me or not. And if it's value added to me, I click on the follow button or I leave the live, okay? So good to have each and every one of us here. So click on the follow button, invite your friends over, share out the live, tap out the live, and yeah. So ETF, one thing about it is, like I said, you're investing in the stock market. Stock ETF is, and this is applicable anywhere in the world. So far, there's Nigeria Stock Exchange. I'm a Nigerian American, by the way. There's the London Stock Exchange or United Kingdom, whatever stock exchange it is. There's the New York Stock Exchange. There is, every country has their trading whatever, something that guides their investment, whatever, right? Upon welcome in, right? There's something. So and just the same way, like the ETF basket of stocks. So the thing about it is that the reason why it's very important to diversification is very, very key, right? The stock market could go up and it could go down. ETF would make sure that you don't lose 100% of your money because you are buying a basket of stocks, right? And of course, the fees are very low and all of that. But there's a time when the market can go down. When the market goes down, please do not, I always say this. I have started buying like a VOO at 285. Is at 600, I am still buying. But guess what? Were there times when I bought it at 620 and it went to maybe 580? There were times it did that. But guess what? It's almost at 700 now. Do not panic sell. So far you know what you're buying. When you see the price of stock go down, so far you know what you bought. That's why you need to determine what you are buying. Understand what you're buying. So far you know what you're buying that is solid. Even if it goes down, don't panic sell. The only thing that's happening at that point, it might just be a correction. It might just be that somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed and decides to say that, okay, there's a tariff, or decides to pick a fight. And because of that, the market goes down. And tomorrow, we say the fight has ended and the market goes up again. And guess what? The people that did not sell and they were buying through the bipolar or whatever that was happening, right? Through that time, the person that was buying, guess who wins on the other side? Those people. But when you sell, that's when you lose your money. It's only a paper loss when you see it. And always understand, in the stock market, there's something called correction. So the stock market is at all-time high. Guess what? It's going to come down at some point. When it comes down, the only difference is that even when it comes down and it has a correction, the previous baseline. So let's look at it. It's like this. See, this is the initial baseline. It goes all the way. Costa, welcome to the family. It goes all the way up here, right? It goes all the way up here. It gets to a certain point. It does a correction. It comes down. Did it get back to the old one? No. It means that this is the new baseline. It will not go below this line. Did you still increase your money? Yes, you still increase your money. It might not be at this level. It is not at this level, but guess what? Your money is here now. What's going to happen? Your money, this is now your new baseline. It goes, and the next time it's going to jump. It's not going to jump at this level again. It's going to be at a higher level. Then it gets to a certain point. It comes down again. That's correction. But the new baseline is going to be this now, not this. And that's how the stock market works. So that's why it's about long-term. Thank you for the easy. You're welcome. That's how long-term investing. That's why I always say long-term investing. And every time you sell, I hope you know that every time you sell, especially if you buy it during the year, in the United States, I don't know about other countries' tax system, but in the United States, that's a short sale. That is how do I put it? The taxes are higher. You actually just created a taxable event, meaning that we are paying taxes on it. You're losing more money. But if you know that, that's why long-term investing is just the way. All those day trading, And until I realized that's how I lost $99,000. All those I want it now. It doesn't. Please, if you have lost money in the stock market here, please put it in the comments. I hear it every time. Put it in the comments. Options trading. My friend lost, I tell you, this was 3 years ago. My friend lost $50,000 in 5 days. 5 days. She put it in options trading. Tesla. Tesla is a good stock, but she put it in an options trading and she lost $50,000 in 5 days. You see the decay? It decayed to 1,000. She got angry and left the $1,000. 50,000 of her earned money. But if you're taking that 50,000 today, if you put it in Tesla, that money would probably, I tell you, that money would probably be $180,000. Because at that time, Tesla was like $100 itself. So always, it's just a paper loss. If you know what you bought, right? Just understand, if you understand what you bought at that point. I mean, I'm not, if it's you bought something that's okay, because offshore. What's offshore? I don't understand. What's offshore? And we'll be wrapping up this live in 4 minutes. I hope you found value. What's offshore? Right. So that's it. That's really it when it comes to, maybe I misheard you. Okay, maybe you, okay. Yeah. No, options, option, OPTION, option trading, not offshore, options trading. And that one is like gambling. You're like telling the stock market, you're gambling that, you know what, you're saying that this stock is going to go up. If the stock goes up, you would get money, right? If you make more money, right? If the stock goes down, you lose money, right? You lose it very, very quick. Every single day that is waiting, you're waiting for it to go up because you're betting that it's going to go up. Every single day that you keep betting that it's going up, it's also going on a decay. Like, it's reducing your money. So, but if it goes up, you make a lot more money. But if it goes down, you're losing money. So that's it. That's options trading, right? So yeah. So ETF is one of the ways. Real estate, you put some of that in your income, you put it in here, you put it in ETF, you put it in real estate, and you put it in businesses. When this money comes together, guess what? You can start funding your lifestyle. It's going to give you cash flow. So you need to buy when it goes down. No, you're not timing the market. We do something called dollar cost averaging. Yeah, like you're getting your paycheck, you're buying. Market goes up, market goes down, you're buying. If you're talking about options trading, no, I'm not going to even teach you options trading. I lost 99,000, so I'm not going to teach you options trading, right? But but if you're talking about how to invest, when the stock market, just buy it like clockwork, like your paycheck. Every paycheck, just invest. Every paycheck, just buy ETF. Every paycheck, buy ETF. Once it gets to a certain, you have down payment, buy a property. Once you have the number of properties that you want, start diversifying to businesses, right? Buy laundromats, buy office spaces, buy vending machine. Those are businesses for you. Trust me, there's no way you have all these three things. Trust me, you will gain financial freedom. You would stop that work. That's why you see some people who have dividends, is their money they've made over $1 million, $2 million. The dividends is what they are living on. They don't have to work anymore. They have 5 houses. 5 houses is giving them $2,000. 5 houses paid off $2,000. That's $10,000. That's the 6-figure salary right there. But guess what? You need to put the work up front. The 30%, the 50% of your income. That's it. All right? Because it has to come from somewhere, right? Except you won a jackpot. Or of course, or you got an inheritance. Can we tap into 20,000? We'll be wrapping up the live right now. If you sat here, if you found value, put 1 in the comment. Yeah, I am typically here between 1 and 2 Central Time, because I'm in Texas, in the United States, and I teach. These are things I will teach you: ETF, real estate. If you want to, I do have a whole course, or if you want a one-on-one session, I do have that as well. Whereby you can learn all of those things. A life course, we have that as well. And tomorrow, I'll do something tomorrow because we just ended the 21 days money reset. I will be giving some discounts on some of those products tomorrow, right? I've given discounts. There was one that was $197, like the smart investing workshop course. It was 200. It was one, the regular price is 197, right? Right now we are doing it at 50% off at $97. But tomorrow I would give at, because I'm tired right now, we could have done this today, but tomorrow I would do it I'm going to be discounting it a lot for everyone. So you don't want to miss tomorrow. This is me just giving back, right? It's going to teach you how to invest in ETF, right? How to buy ETF, it's a whole course in itself. It's a 2 hours course that's going to help you. So we're back tomorrow. We'll have that discount tomorrow. How to buy real estate in 90 days. And this is applicable anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. International buying. You want to buy in the US market, or you want to buy in your own country. How to go about it. I would also be giving discounts on that course. You want a one-to-one. I would also be giving a discount on a one-on-one course tomorrow as well. So you want to make sure you turn on your notification bell if you want to get your daily admin, so you know when I'm live tomorrow. What else again? Our mentorship program, 90 days mentorship program, will be giving a discount. I know that one I might not be able to give discount because there is a limit to the numbers of people that I'll be able to take in a month. Like, there's just a cap to what I can take in a month. But you can actually set up ETF whereby every paycheck something goes into your account, into your investing. How to, all of that can be done. In a one-on-one 1 hour session, and we get it all set up for you. So we'll be doing a discount on that. If you don't want that, you can also do it by yourself, where we have a course, a life course. I'll be the one teaching you, guiding you on what and what to do. We'll be doing a discount on that. My ebook, The Wealth Blueprint, a part of financial freedom, that's also we're going to be talking about that tomorrow. But I would also touch on all of those things, like the 27, explain further on the rule of 72, the $27. Maybe we'll touch about real estate as well. Yeah. If you found value, put one. And if you were here and you're just joining, welcome in. Welcome to the $1 Million League. Can we tap out the live? Let's get it to 20,000 and let's wrap up the live. And if you found value, put one in the comment section. Put one, you found value. And if you can tap it, let's get it to 20,000 taps. That would be absolutely amazing. You are just joining. Welcome to the $1 Million League. You stayed here for more than 2 minutes. Make sure you click on the follow button. Don't miss it. Turn on notification bell as well. And for those that got their daily at me, take the next minute or two to claim your points, right? Once you click here, you would be able to see the points that you got, right? And for everyone that clicked on the follow button today, you guys are absolutely amazing. Welcome to the family. In this community, we're building financial freedom in 10 years or less. Get to that $1 million status. It starts with your income. Next is, delayed gratification and putting it towards assets, right? I teach a whole wealth building curriculum, 4 pillars of wealth creation. That's what we teach here. If you follow it, you would get to the same results. Just make sure you execute and you follow all of the steps that we talk about here. All right. So I am here between 12:30 and 1:30 Central Time. You will typically, that's 1:30, 12:30. Between 1 and 2 Central Time, you would catch me right here. I'm also on YouTube. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. On Instagram, I even have more larger following there. Money Talk with Dr. Lina as well. Well, so proud of every one of us. And we got to 20,000. Got to 20,000. So good to have each and every one of you tonight. And ensure that your money is working harder than you do. All right? Ensure your money is working harder than you do. I love you guys so much. And have a good night rest. Bye. Love you. Stay blessed. Bye.